I'm Jermaine. Well, I think this is more like a goodbye. Um, as you can see, I'm scruffy and scraggly. I haven't cared about myself, anything else really. I think this is just gonna be a goodbye. Life has become something I can't handle. So first and foremost, I want to let it be known that I do wish I've got a week. I'm gonna take this week to try to get all my affairs in order. But if anything happens before then, I want to know that my house, everything, I leave to my 4 children, Javan, Jermaine, Phipps, Kiara, Christine, Diana, Oliviana, Marie Phipps, and Kaylee Ann Phipps. Okay. But they are minors. So I also want my wishes to be that my sister, Shannon Nicole Phipps, will be their guardian and oversee everything, the house, everything. So, and I'll leave everything like my car, my van and stuff will be left to my sister so she can take care of events, things, work, get the children to school, everything like that. I'm gonna leave a book for her with all my passwords and all my stuff where money might be hidden. I never had money in the house, but different things. Plus bank accounts, all that stuff. Now, I know the first thing everybody goes is, oh, well, the children need you, the children need you. Of course, they say kids, but I don't call my children kids, so y'all know that. But they need more than me. They deserve more than me. They need a future. And I am failing miserably. And yeah, everybody want to say, oh, you need to talk to me. Oh, if you need me, I'm here. But they do that on Facebook. Because when my phone is empty, when I text, try to contact, reach out to people, I won't even get a response. I could text good morning, I won't even get a response. Unless they want something. Then they'll message me, oh yeah, I'm over it. But wait, I've been messaging you for 4 days. And you haven't responded once. But now you need something. And you want to ask. So of course the answer is no. So, I don't even know where to start. I think I've told y'all about this Edwin Wyatt, senior guy, who I let my guard down, and he ripped me for $2,400. Now, my first instinct was to, handle that, but in an illegal way. But then I thought that person is not worth my freedom. And $2,400 is not worth my freedom. But on the flip side, the people who I've asked, because of course he's blocked me on Facebook and all that, but he still posts, he still tries to sell stuff on Facebook. And people will send me, oh look, he posted it. Well, can you please respond and just pretend like you want it so I can get an address so I can take him to court? I don't want to harm this guy, because that ain't gonna get me my money back or anything. So I just want to be able to take him to court. But oh, nope, they could sure send me pictures of his post. But not one of them will actually, whatever. Okay? Then I had another guy, and I don't know what his issue was. Great job. He did my floor. He didn't complete because he didn't do my molding. But did my floor, did my kitchen ceiling. He did, like, he's been doing all my cabinets, all kinds of stuff. Well, and his name was Leonard. Shit, what the heck is his name? Yeah. Sorry. Leonard Travis White. That's his name. He lives in McDonald or wherever in that area. And everything was cool. We've never had an issue, whatever. He went to jail because he didn't pay his child support. He got out. I gave him a month after he got out of jail because to come back and finish the work, Because, I mean, he just got out of jail. I ain't trying to be, oh, whatever, get your butt over here. No. So then I start calling, texting, calling, no answers, responding. I'll go on Facebook. He blocked me on Facebook. Okay, well, I'm going to his house. Boom, leaving notes on his truck, on his door, no answer. So finally, on August 22nd, my daughter's birthday, while she was at school, I went over there. He comes out. Hey, what's going on? I'm like, hey, that's what I'm wondering. What's going on? He said, because he almost let my house burn down. He did electrical work and he hooked it up so fucked up, like I don't know what. So I'm like, well, he's like, yeah, I know I got to do the electric and there's like, yeah, okay, you didn't finish my daughter's ceiling. You didn't do the electric you need to fix. You didn't finish putting the molding around my floor and the cabinets. He didn't, like, he sold me the cabinets and then he put them in. And that's fine, but somehow from his house to my house, shelves were missing. So when I said, oh, the shelves, once I mentioned the shelves, he went irate. Oh, what the shelf? Oh, I didn't sell them with the shelves. Like, what the, now I'm pissed. What you mean? I ain't gonna buy no cabinets without shelves. What the fuck kind of, plus I have text messages where he acknowledges, oh, yeah, I'm gonna bring the shelves. And that's what happened. He was here. The last time he was here, he was doing the shelves. Then his girl called him. He left. He said it's emergency something. And then all of a sudden he went to jail. April 4th, he went to jail. So I have you in the midst of putting shelves in. Now you talk about, oh, you're this. And then he just starts getting whatever. And then, of course, racist ass McDonald police kids. I'm not McDonald, sorry. Weathersfield police comes and they threaten me. Like, it's ridiculous. So I get ripped for $2,400, which I never, this is nothing I would ever have done before in my life. There's no way you would have got me for 10 cents. I become weak. I don't want to say it. I don't know how to say it because I don't want it to come off wrong. My love for my children have made me weak. I was so anxious to get to my home and we were living in the projects. I lived in there for 9 fucking years. And I scrimped and saved. Then of course the COVID came, which helped a lot. It helped. I wouldn't say a lot, but it helped. And I bought my house, which I paid way too much for. But to me, it was worth it because the investment. It's a 5-bedroom, so all my children had their own home. Lots of property. No other houses on the block, so no neighbors. Oh, thank goodness, no neighbors. And children got lots of room, everything. What I hadn't realized is that people don't want to work. And apparently the only people working are scammers and bullshitters. When the Edwin Wyatt Sr. guy got me, it was because he was the 13th person I got to come and do work, who came and actually started doing work. And I'm talking about business. I call the Better Business Bureau. I looked on that list. I had people, like companies, not just people. Like, trust me, I didn't just go find the first person, whatever. I went through so many. Even the guy all the way in Cleveland, all the way, like, he came and he's like, he actually started doing work. And I'm like, cool, and we go and go, and then I just got so overexcited. And I'm like, here, you know what? I'm tired of you having to hit me up every day for this and that here. Go get it done. And I guess that's when I found out. I mean, of course, I should have done more research. But like I said, it was me, my weakness, my fault. I didn't know he was in recovery. And that money was just straight crack, I guess. I don't know what he was on. But he was gone. Further along, it turned out he was evicted from his place. I traced him all the way to the mission, where he wasn't at the mission anymore. So now I have no way to find this guy, understand where this guy, and make him pay what he owes me. The other guy, I was going to take litigation and take him to court, but I'm out of here in a week, so that won't have time to happen. So that's the beginning of my failure. People don't understand how hard it is. And then you get the people, oh, suck it up. Oh, yeah, baby. Yeah, to shut your fucking mouth if that's your advice. Because that's not helping anyone. Suck it up has never worked. I don't care who, what, when, where, why. If that's your advice, keep it to yourself and just shut up. Also, don't tell people you're going to help them, be there for them if you're not. Don't try to Facebook facade. Because in the real world, it affects people. When people believe that and think that you're genuine. Especially when we have years. And you're just full of shit. I now have a situation where I guess my bathroom's not going to get done. The guy who was doing that, I haven't heard from him in however long. That hurts. That really hurts. I was hoping to have my bathroom done before I left this earth. But I don't see that happening. I'm gonna leave money for, hopefully he'll fix it for my sister and finish the job. You know, it's been at least a month since I've seen him. So, this house has turned out to be a burden. It was supposed to be freedom for me and my children. It was supposed to mean life. We were going to be living life, not just alive. I can't speak for how other people see things or perceive things, but this was my lifeline. This house was meant to save my life. And now I realize it's just another tick in the clock, another burden to weigh me down. You get, oh, women have been doing this, raising children by themselves. First of all, any woman, any woman raising children on her own, it's her choice. I mean by that is, you can get the most unattractive looking, sloppiest, nastiest person, female. She could go on Facebook right now and put, hey, I'm lonely or I'm horny, and her inbox will blow up from dudes trying to hook up with her. She got 20 children, all with 60 different dads. It wouldn't matter. But on the flip side, single man with children, that's not the response. I can't tell you how many people, oh, hey, I'm going to find somebody for you. I'm going to do. Not once has any of them introduced me to anyone. Not once have I gotten a text like, hey, such and such gave me a number. Thought maybe we could get along. The one girl told me, oh yeah, my sister, she got, oh yeah, I'm like, okay. Haven't heard a peep. So you cannot compare the plight of a single father to the plight of a single mother. Because there's too many thirsty dudes out here who will accept anything and everything. Females, on the other hand, know that. So why would they go whatever? I just recently got well, I don't want to be a mother, so I'm not going to be, Of course, that's what I hear all the time, especially from my age group, or any woman within the age group that I would possibly attract. Oh, my children are grown. I'm not trying to be there. Okay? Which I respect. Trust me, I'm not talking down on them at all. Their preference is their preference. I promise you, I'm not dogging you for that. But it's just sad that I hear that all the time. So, being lonely in this world, and everybody go, oh, but you have your children. That is not the end of loneliness. And I don't mean just not having a woman. When I say I'm lonely, I have zero family. I know at the beginning of this, I left stuff to my sister. My sister and I don't speak. Probably once every 2 months, maybe we'll get a text or something. I don't know. I don't go through her job anymore, so I don't see her. My brother, he'll message me sometimes. He lives in Newcastle. So, that's it. My relatives in New York don't even think about it. They've never reached out to me, ever. 2 Christmases ago, my brother did send my children Christmas gifts. And I appreciate that very much. But that's as far as it goes. So, not being from here, I have no family here. I don't have cousins. I don't have this and that. Brothers, sisters, brother. Like I said, my biological sister and biological brother live in proximity, but It's a blah blah blah. People who I thought was family from my foster family, they showed they don't give a fuck. My mom, she turned 80, and they had this big bash, big old bash. The mayor was there, gave my mom the key to the city. People came from California, Florida, Georgia, West Virginia, all over. Guess who's in the same city and wasn't even notified about it? Didn't even know about it till I see pictures on Facebook. Oh, I thought you knew about it. Oh, I thought you knew. How'd you thought I knew about it? Did you tell me? Who you think tell me? You think fucking Keith told me? He the one who set everything up. He knows he didn't send me an invitation. Okay, you thought I knew about it. When you seen I wasn't there, no, hey Jermaine, you okay? Did you come in? None of that. That's when I knew I was completely, totally alone. I love my mom. I love my foster mom. But even she didn't question, hey, where's Jermaine? Not one person there questioned where I was. Not one person there missed me. Not one person cared that I wasn't there. So, I'm on this island all alone. And I don't have the resources to survive. I have a shelter, but I can't build it. I had to make sure when we caught COVID, and I missed 18 days of work, which to me is like missing 9 paychecks. If you miss 9 of your paychecks, that's how it is to me. Because I don't live off of my paychecks. I think I've mentioned this before. Child support wipes my whole paycheck out. My paychecks every 2 weeks is 1 cent. Yes, 1 cent. So I live entirely off my tips. Entirely. Supporting 4 children and myself. Okay? Think of that. And I had this money saved up for this guy to finish my bathroom. Instead of touching that money to try to get ahead, I had to get a second job. And that's making it even worse. Because I'm tired. I don't get to play with the children and stuff and everything. It's already bad enough with my sarcoidosis. I can't run around, tag and all that too much. Because my lung capacity is so diminished. Because I have the nodes in my lung. But now I'm too tired. They come home, I'm just napping. I gotta nap before I go to work. Then I get off work. I have to force myself, try to force myself to go to sleep. Because I got to get up and work in the morning. Well, I got to get the children up first. Then get them on the bus and get everything in. I've been having to drive my 2 daughters to school because the school busing is so fucked up. They're never on time. ever. The school started August 24th. Now, one day has they been on time. When you look on the GPS, it doesn't even leave the bus depot till 8:30, 8:35. They're supposed to be in school at 8:30. So, but instead of spending that money trying to get things, I said, no, I'm going to get a second job because I'm a person of my word. And I have this money to pay to get my bathroom done. But now it looks like everything else, fuck you, Jermaine. You don't matter. I understand you and your 4 children. You struggle, you try to do everything for them. But I don't give a fuck. You don't matter in this world. You're insignificant. Brushed aside like yesterday's trash. Not even yesterday, last week's trash. Take it straight to the dumpster. I had hopes and dreams. You know, I have selfish baby mamas, which I can't say babies because they're adults, who just don't give a fuck. Not one of my children's mothers could say they asked me for something and I didn't get it for my child. My child needed something and I didn't do it. Not one of them could say ever. But when they're taking my income tax, okay, my one son's mother, 3 years in a row, they took $2,200. It went to welfare. She didn't even get it. She didn't even see it. So why keep me on this child support? My son is 27. Okay? He's 27 years old. Why keep me on this bad child support when you're not even getting the money just to be a bitch? And I don't use that word often with my children's mothers. You know, because that'll be like, oh, my son, oh, you're a son of a bitch. But I guess he is, because that's a pure bitch move. And we actually sat and talked to him, and he's like, oh, well, I think it's because of Michelle. Michelle is my daughter who I had after my son. Not cheating on her. She and I wasn't even speaking. She wasn't allowing me to see my son. I was living with another female woman at the time. But just because my daughter came after my son, she had a problem with that. We haven't been together since 98, maybe 99. Why are you still holding a grudge? I never mistreated you. Never did anything to you. But her family warned me before, even before. Like, oh, we call her Evelyn. Her middle name is Valyn, but it's Evelyn because, like, Skeletor. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I'm with her every day. I don't see this. But people will hide their true selves till it comes out. So now it's like, you know, I'm struggling with 4 children. Why would you not go down? I told her, I wrote her, I said, I'll even give you, it's $5 to cancel. I'll give you $10. Like, seriously, why would you want me to struggle like this? When, like I said, I could see if I was a deadbeat dad. Or if even one time, ever one time in my child's life, you told me my child needed something and I didn't do it. Even once. But you cannot say that. Now her case is finally paid off, which they did some bullshit shit on that. Okay? But my kids is the same way. You're getting this money going to welfare. It's not coming to you. Why just to be a bitch would you do that? If it was reversed, I wouldn't do that. I would never burden you that way. And then the one little bitch, I'm going to call her a bitch, she's not my child's mother. She's going to say, well, she shouldn't have been behind. Because she's a fucking ignorant ass person who hasn't lived a life yet. Who doesn't understand how things happen. Okay? For one, most of my cases were made when I was making $30,000 a year. They're quick to boost you up. But when I lost my job, and now I make $12,000 a year, try to get them to reduce it. Won't happen. So when you have cases that this one is $249 a month, this one is $260 something a month, $174. Okay, well guess what? I don't even make that money. So when they take out, say they take 100 for each case, there's still 40 that are left over. So now next month, instead of 240, I owe 280. And the next one, instead of 208, I owe 216. So that's how it works. So of course you're gonna fall behind. Plus their fees, which they changed. It used to be $1 for poundage every case. Now it's 2% of every case. Like, why? How is it more to process this case than this case when all you're doing is pushing a button? How can your processing be based on how much I'm supposed to pay? So that's how. Then I went away for 2 years. Okay, so all the paperwork I sent them, all the stuff, I'm awarded the state. You were supposed to freeze my child support. No. This bitch at child support. I know I'm using this word a lot. A lot of people be like, dang, I never even heard you use that word. I know. She's going to tell me, oh no, we consider that voluntary incarceration. So there's no fucking such thing as that. If I walk up to a prison right now and bang on the door, let me, they will kick me the fuck out. They got gates and everything to keep, not only keep people in, keep people out. So you stack 2 years of child support up. I get out. I don't have my earning potential anymore. I can't make $30,000 a year. So like I was back in 2004, 2005, 2006. I can't make that. I can't take management jobs and stuff like that. And then even if I did, child support wiping me out. So what would I do? So when people are so quick to say something without even knowing what the fuck they talking about, it doesn't hurt me because you don't know me and you don't know what I'm talking about. I mean, we're acquainted, but you don't know me. So, but it irritates, it rings on me that people really don't give a fuck. And I think of all the people that I've helped and I've done for. And now to know I can't even text that person good morning to get a good morning back. Just something like that I want to hear. Hey, you know, anything simple as that. I've posted on Facebook And of course, some people will respond. And I want to apologize for that because that's not right for me to force my misery on anyone. Um, when you're scrolling, you don't know what you're going to see or what you expect to see. So, I'm in your feed just with this misery. That wasn't right. That was not fair to you. So, of course, I have my depression, diagnosed in 2003 with my clinical depression. And I'm pretty sure that was just an understatement because I only told them between a quarter and a third of what was going on with me. And they were like, oh yeah, we think you need to stay here. So I would never, ever, ever. That's why counselors can't help me. I'd never tell them everything about me. I'll never leave myself that vulnerable to them in my life. So, maybe a therapist would probably be better. Like if I go to therapy, I don't even know if my insurance covers that or whatever. But it doesn't matter now anyway. No one's going to be able to save me. No one's going to come and finish my bathroom. No one's going to come and fix the outlets that was fucked up. The ceilings. Things of that nature. I mean, they would if I paid them, but guess what? Where am I going to get money from? So, no one's going to be supportive. No one. Not one person. No one's going to come and just sit and talk with me. People are going to tell me it's going to be alright, but no one's going to help me be alright. No one's going to say, hey, you know what? Let me see if I introduce you to this person and that person. No one's going to get my relatives, both biological and my foster relatives, to give a fuck. My children have siblings they've never met. Why is that fucking possible? Because I wouldn't be with you. That's it. She is now married with more children. Yet I can't see my daughters. What do people think that is for? Why do people do that? Now, I'm going to say how I feel, okay, on that, because my two daughters here doesn't see their mother. My son doesn't see his mother. Okay? My two daughters don't see their mother because she's a piece of shit. When my daughter was having open heart surgery, she decided to text me, hey, I'm not going to her surgery because I'm tired of being a mother. I still have the texts. What? So, trust me, that was her own doing. I've, throughout the years, My daughter was 2 at that time. Okay, she is now 9. Over the years, I have given her a chance to try to step up. She can't do it. She came over the one day. I let her on my birthday. I let her come see the children. And my daughter asked her, hey, could you give us a bath? She just wanted something from her mother, just something. And her mother said, sure, I'll give you. She's like, yeah, she's a little child. She was, I think, about 5 at this time. Because Katie was with us. So, yeah, I think she was only like 5. And then her mother tried to sneak out without doing it. Hey, I thought you was giving us a bath. I said, yep, that's the part of parenting. You have to keep your word. And she reluctantly did it. She proceeded to go home, block me on Facebook, block my phone from her thing. Actually, she changed her phone number and everything. Yeah, because the one time she had to be a parent. A couple years later, I let it, she did it again. This year, she texted me, oh, hey, how's the girl doing? Blah, 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 telling me about her. But I don't care about your stuff. Because she has 2 other children now, after mine too, which were taken away. So if she, do whatever, I don't care, that business, whatever. But anyway, so then she's like, oh, well, I'm going to get them something for their birthday, whatever. Okay. Well, Liviana's birthday was August 6th. It was her birthday gift. I even touched her, hey, was it? Haven't heard nothing. She probably changed her number again. Who knows? Katie's birthday is coming up on Saturday. Which is why I'm taking this week to get everything in order. I want to be here. And then, after her birthday, I'll take care of me. Her birthday's on Saturday. I don't expect to hear from her, see her, or nothing. And even if she do, really, it's not welcome. My son's mother is just a pure piece of shit. Piece of shit. The whole shit. She's not even a piece of shit. She's just shit. So, he's never met his mother ever in life. He's seen her twice, but it was just happenstance. We were in passing at child support. So, I don't fit either of those categories. So why keep my the children away from me? I mean, my son's mother used to do that. She kept my son from me for 3 months because the girl I was seeing at the time wrapped my Christmas gifts for me. Well, helped me wrap my Christmas gifts. So she kept my son from me for 3 months. Another time, we weren't together, we weren't fucking, we wasn't nothing. She wanted to know who was at my house. And granted, my son wasn't even over there. Who's at my house? None of your business who at my house. Oh, well, no, what? 3 months. Come get to see my son. My Christmas gifts and stuff I bought my son, she took him to her parents' house, and he opened them there. I didn't even get to open them, see him open his gifts. I'm not an abusive guy. I don't cheat. So, why are these females like this? I don't know. Why would you do this to your children? I don't know. So, I do want to say, sorry, I should have said this in the beginning, because nobody's going to get this far in this video. But I want to say I love you to my children. To Jasmine, Tanae Palmer, Jermaine DeWaylen Phipps, Michelle Alexis Stinson, changed to Matlock, Jerron Devan Phipps, Michaela Charles, Maya Schwartz, sorry, Jermaine Phipps, Kiera Christine Diana, Oliviana Marie Phipps, Zamira Sajuzi, I'm sorry, I will never know how to say their last name, ever. But, and Kaylee Ann Phipps, and Zane Suzuki. I really don't know how to say the name. But y'all, people who know them, and they know who I'm talking about. I love y'all. And if it's possible to miss y'all in an afterlife, I'm going to. People say this is selfish and thinking of myself. Well, I think I'm just giving you reasons why this is not about me. Maybe if I'm out the picture, my children can get to meet their other family, their siblings, their cousins, their niece and nephew. They've met them, but they don't know them. They don't get to spend time. So, maybe it's me. Well, somehow that's the only common denominator is me. So, I'm holding them back. I'm keeping them from achieving and seeing their potential. Because I can't live up to my potential. I've become weaker and weaker. Like, you just don't understand that let this guy get me for $2,400. Like, who does that? Me, a loser. A sorry excuse for a father. A man with no future, no prospects, and no life. An empty shell. I hate that I had to learn to love people outside of my children. I've always loved my children from day one. But when I went away for those 2 years, I had to depend on people, which is something I never had to do in my whole life. I had to depend on people for my sanity. In my life since 2003, 2001, I've had 4 attempts. Obviously they failed. I'm even a failure at that. The main thing was because I don't do drugs, I don't take aspirin and stuff like that. So, like now I do for my sarcoidosis and stuff, but back then there was nothing. You would never even find Tylenol in my house. And so I went by and tried to overdose on pills because I don't want to try to shoot myself or jump over a building or something. It might not work, and then I'm maimed and crippled for life, and I'm handicapped, who knows. And I don't want to feel it. I wanted to go peacefully in my sleep. Go, never wake up. So, The problem is, my body wasn't used to drugs and things of that nature. So it rejected. No matter how many I take, my body rejected it. Excuse me for a drink. Excuse me. Oh, I am sorry. Now, my plan is foolproof. I'm not going to tell it to nobody because I don't want anybody trying to, and I won't be here, so don't do wellness checks and stuff on that on me. I want to go. This is my wish. Just because you might not want me to go, or you might think my children need me, this is my final wish. So, as if you really care, then don't care. Because you don't really care. No one cares. And it's proven. And people will say, oh, well, no, I care. No, you don't. Because I haven't had one helping hand. Literally, the only people who have ever helped me have died. My brother Dave died. Tina died. Like, y'all do not, my uncle Al died. Like, you do not understand. Nikki Paulette died. These are the only people who have actually came and helped me. Excuse me. Ask nothing in return. Let me make sure that's in there. Ask nothing in return. Everybody else under that spectrum always wants something. Oh, can you do? Oh, can you do? But you're never, ever once reaching out for me, to me, at me, for me. So, you know, Boys and Men was right. It's so hard to say goodbye. But not only to yesterday, to say goodbye to today, and I'm technically saying bye to tomorrow, because eventually I won't have any tomorrows. I think about what it might feel like to my children. My biological mother died when I was 15. And I know the devastation it brought upon me. But I think theirs would be different. Because they won't be burdened by my misery and destructive thinking inward to myself. I'm not destructive like I'm going around destroying, but inward to myself. I don't have the strength anymore. I don't have the zest for life. I don't have what it takes. And I just tired of people take, 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 but never willing to give. There's people who have owed me $10 for 6 months, $20 for 2 years. Yet they'll still come and ask for something. Like what? You know? Some people I've hurt because they've hurt me. And that's one thing. You hurt me, I go for the jugular. You know, I've had people say, oh, well, you know, you put people on blast. Well, I can't put you on blast if you don't do blastable stuff. Like, do you put me on blast? No, because you can't. Because I'm straight up front with everything I do. I don't do sneaky shit. And I don't do backhanded shit, underhanded shit. I'm straight up. So if you say something about me, it's not putting me on blast because it's just the truth. If I say something and you feel it's on blast, it's still just the truth. If you don't like hearing about yourself, then that means something's wrong with you. Not me for telling you about yourself. So, like I said, this will probably be my bye. I'm Jermaine time. Please, like I said, I hope, you know, my sister will step to the plate for me. We've talked about it before. And, you know, hopefully, you know, we'll get the bathroom fixed for her to have with the children. And other things. I took tomorrow off from work, my day job, to try to get some stuff done. I don't know how to do it, but I'm going to look it up. And I just want to say to people who like to talk and say they did do it and we'll do this and we'll do that, please don't do that to people in the future. Because somebody might actually believe you, like I did. And then they have to be disappointed and understand, learn that you treat them no differently than anyone else. You show them that they're a piece of shit. Because that's all I see. Love. I wish I could have it. So please don't try to mourn me and post me and all that shit when I'm gone. Treat me the same way you do now. Oh yeah, I do want to be cremated. And I'd like for the ashes to be spread into like necklaces for my children. So, okay, well, I'm gonna go. And this is probably goodbye. Take care. Check.